Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really did that, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You don't talk about y'all. Fix me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, y'all? Hey. Happy Friday Eve. Listen, this little piece of hair has been sitting up all day. My student was like, can you get that hair? I said, I wish I could. Hopefully I'll be going to the hairdresser when I get off work tomorrow, honey. I told y'all I was going to either go to the hairdresser today or get my nails done today, and I did not do either one because I am tired. I didn't leave work. Actually, I didn't leave work at the time I wanted to leave work. I ended up at work longer than I had anticipated being there. Child, I cussed out one of my coworkers today, and I was trying to go talk to one of my assistant principals about what happened. Because I don't think I want to talk to this person anymore. I don't think I want to, and they're in my department, and I just don't think I want to deal with them anymore. So I need to talk to somebody tomorrow and be like, look, I don't want to deal with this person because they're going to get me in trouble. Because the next time I am going to really, like today, I just got up and walked out the room. But the next time I'm going to cuss him out. One of my coworkers, white man, me and him done already, we've gotten into it a few times before, and I've already told him the way he's not going to talk to me. And then he makes these little condescending comments that he'll say something like, okay, well, I know that's too complicated for you to understand. Who the fuck you talking to? So then today he made a comment. We were talking about the situation in Chicago. And then he gonna say, well, part of the problem is parenting, which I agree with. And he was like, yeah, because, they don't have the men. They don't have, a lot of these kids don't have men in the house. And black men are the most egregious or something like that. Like they're the main ones. I said, hold the fuck up. That's what we not getting ready to do. You absolutely are not getting ready to say that black men are the most egregious as it relates to not being in the home with their kids. I was like, show me the statistics. Show me the statistics. I said, if you can show me the statistics, then we can have a conversation. But if you can't show me the statistics, I'm not. I said, absolutely not. I said, and I'm not gonna. And he wanted to keep like talking. I was like, oh no, we're done talking. Absolutely not. I said, unless you can show me the statistics that confirm that statement you just made, we're done. This conversation is over. There's nothing left for us to talk about. I absolutely am not going to sit here and allow you to say that. I said, now, we have both worked in Title I schools or schools in low-income areas. That may be your experience as it relates to your working profession. But across the board, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. No, Moon Princess, but thank you, boo. But I like I said, and he was in my classroom and he wouldn't stop talking. I literally got up and walked out of my own classroom and left him in there. I was like, I'm done. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm absolutely done. Because he wanted to keep going. And then he's smiling like this shit was funny. Sir, I don't find any of this funny. It's not a joke to me. I don't find it funny. And then earlier this year, he had made a comment. I want to say it was something about women not being smart enough to understand something or something along those lines. And I told him then, I said, I find that offensive. I said, again, I'm not going to allow you to talk to me like that. Like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? So yeah, I need to talk to I need to document and I need to talk to him because like I said, he's in my department and I'm just not interested in conversating with him anymore. I mean, I can be professional, but that's it. What up, Cruiser Bruiser? I've been burning Cruiser's ear up today, honey. It's been one of those days. I've been burning her ear up, y'all. I have been burning Cruiser's ear up. And I love you for it, and I thank you for it. I do. Okay, so can I take him to the union? Yeah, I can take him to the union if I need to. Yeah. You never know the mindset of those influencing the next generation. Right, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. He's more, in my opinion, he's more sexist than racist. He makes that comment because he lives in a black neighborhood and he's always taught in black schools. So that's your experience. That's your lens. But that's not the reality. And I wasn't going to allow that conversation to move forward. Like, there was nothing more we could say. There's no more conversations to be had at this point. Ain't nothing else for us to talk about. Oh, both are very problematic. Don't get me wrong. One is no better than the other. You know what I mean? No, one is no better than the other. But yeah, he makes these comments, and like I said, I let the little shit slide because one, I just don't deal with him that much anyway. But yeah. So anyway, that's kind of why I left work late, and then by the time I actually got downstairs, because y'all, okay, I was gonna wait a little while. I'll wait till we get about 150 people in here. But part of the reason why I was still at work is because, baby, I was dealing with Instacart. But we're gonna get to that in a minute, child. We're gonna get to that in a minute. We're gonna get to the Instacart of it all in a minute. Why does he choose to work in schools of color? I don't know. Because he's at the end of his career. He's been doing it his whole career. I mean, his ex-wife is black. So it's like, and I'm not saying that just because his ex-wife is black, that means anything. I'm just saying his ex-wife is black. He's got mixed kids. Like, I don't know. I mean, but part of it is I think he's just the old, cantankerous, old man that needs to fucking retire. Like, he's in his 60s. Sir, it's okay. Let this shit go. I think go somewhere. Go. Gone. Shoe fly. But anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I know y'all are sick of it. Y'all don't have to hear it much longer. I'm gonna say it real quick. Sunday is the last day to pay for your cruise. Again, whatever balance you have, please make sure call the group sales number. And I'm not sure what their weekend hours are. So if you are waiting to the last minute, if you waiting until Sunday, please. I know they have Saturday hours. I'm really not sure about Sunday, but please, I'm going to pay mine tomorrow. Because yes, I do still have a balance. It's not much, but I do still have a balance, but I'm paying that thing off tomorrow. I wouldn't wait till Sunday. If you have a balance, do it tomorrow. If life was lifing, because listen, life be lifing, and I get it. If life was lifing and you had every intention of going on this cruise, but life was lifing and it just didn't happen, baby, we'll see y'all the next time. It's okay. Oh, thank you. Cruiser said they are not open on Sunday. So do it tomorrow. Do it today or do it tomorrow. Oh, Sunday, they are not open. Not for group sales. Okay, so y'all get it in today or tomorrow. And like I was saying, look, if life was lifing and you put your deposit down, but life was lifing, listen, we're going to do this again. We're going to do this again, okay? Lord, if Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we're going to do it again. Don't forget, order your t-shirts so we can all, we can take over that cruise, because baby, we got about 40 of us here, honey. We got 40 of us here, honey. We got about 40 of us going. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all shirts so we can look all cute and take over the ship. They be asking us just like we took over Books and Bourbon, and they was asking us about our t-shirts, honey. Cruiser said if you miss the payment, they will cancel you, and the price is higher if you rebook, and you lose your deposit, right? You don't get your deposit back, do you? Don is going to be on the next one. I would love it. I would love to see it. Vintage, yes. Vintage night. Vintage girl. Say 170. I don't know why I always thought it said 1970. Anyway, today is her birthday. Today, and they are 55. So y'all know what to do. Y'all wish Vintage Girl a happy birthday. Please, please, please flood the chat, flood the chat, flood the chat, flood the chat. Hold on, what's this? What the fuck is this? I don't even know what this is. I gotta check this out. Oh shit. I'll check this out when I get off of here. Oh, okay. I think I know what this is. Okay. Never mind, y'all. I'm sorry. I think I know what this is. Okay. Sorry about that. I got a notice. Okay. So there's that. Yes, please. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. If you need to cancel it, do it tomorrow so you can get your deposit back. Okay. If you need to cancel, do it tomorrow so you can get your deposit back. Because if you wait until after Saturday, you will lose your deposit and you won't be going on the trip. So and if you need to rebook, you can pay until the ship. You can pay until the ship is sold out. The prices are just going to be higher. I mean, unfortunately. Okay. So those are my cruise announcements. Hopefully, you guys, once I am done with this project, this Thanksgiving basket project, then I can go back to focusing on the travel stuff and I can get Ebby's trip together. I want to have all of the details of Ebby's birthday trip ready by the end of the year. So I want to have all of the details. I want to have everything I need to have done, and I want to have everything ready by the end of the year. I know we were trying to get it earlier than that, but look. But I think that's still plenty of time. That gives you 9 months to get everything taken care of. If I put everything out by the end of the year, that gives you until the Ebby's birthday is not going to be till November. So that gives you guys time. That gives you 9 months. Okay. If I can get it out earlier, I will, but I can get it to y'all by the end of the year. That's my goal. Okay. So that's that. That's the next trip on the agenda is Ebby's birthday trip. That's the next trip on the agenda. Let's get into this. Do we have, okay. I said I wanted to wait till we had 150 people. So let me give you guys the update. Earlier today, we talked about the Chicago mother. We talked about the Chicago mother earlier in the week. Earlier today when I did my little lunchtime live, and I saw, and I was not able to confirm it before I went live, but I saw with some of the children in that video that assaulted that mom, some of them have been arrested, and I don't know that to be a fact. So if y'all heard anything, put it in the chat, let me know. But I did hear that. I did see where the mother is going to press charges, and I'm sure, like at this point, they know who these kids are. So I'm sure if the mother pressed charges, some of them probably have been picked up. And again, I'm okay with that. Like I'm not making any excuses. I'm not giving no. I'm fine with that. Put them in handcuffs. Make them go through the process. Fingerprint their butts. Take a mug shot. Put them in holding. Make them go before the judge. I'm here for it. Matter of fact, I wish they would have picked them up after 5 o'clock, so they would have had to at least spend the night in juvenile detention. Because at least down here in Maryland, they don't have no 24-hour magistrate for juvenile for juvie. If you get picked up after a certain time, you there at least until the morning. Now they'll take you for your arraignment the next day, but if you get picked up after a certain time, baby, you there at least until the next day. Pick them kids up and make them go to juvie. Yeah, she is, Ronnie. She is pressing charges. Yep, she is. So, and good for her. And like I said, I just pray that she has some good people around her and not charlatans and people that are just trying to take advantage of her and advantage of this situation. I hope she's got some real people around her. Let me say this below. From what I've been reading online, some of those kids might be in a position where they can be scared straight, and some of those kids They might need a little bit more than some scared straight. Because from my understanding, them kids been terrorizing that neighborhood. And again, I can't believe everything I read online, but I've been reading these things. And from what I read, especially those boys, I think it's like their brothers, their two brothers. They said they have been terrorizing that neighborhood. And probably the school too. They have video games in juvie. It's a joke. I'm gonna say this. I think it depends on where you go. I think it depends on who's running it. Because I know the detention center where I worked in two, they were both under Maryland. They were both in Maryland, but I worked in two different locations. And one location was more lax than the other location. But it depends on who's running it. For example, the location where I spent the majority of my time when I worked in the detention center, they had to earn it. Like, they did get video games and stuff like that, but they had to earn it. They didn't just get to play video games all day long. They had to earn that. And they got up and they went to school every day. Something that most of them don't do when they're outside. Most of those kids weren't going to school regularly outside, but they got up every morning and they had to go. The only thing that got you out of school was if you were sick, like legitimately, like not no, oh, I got a stomach ache. No, you sick. Other than that, you were in school. Okay, you got up and you went to school every day. And they did have like rec time. Like when they got out of school, when we left, what time did we get off? Like, I want to say we got off at like 5:15. I think school was over at like 4:40, but we couldn't leave until like 5:15 or something. It was something like that because I know it was already dark during daylight savings. It was dark when we were leaving work, or getting dark. Like when we were leaving, it was getting dark, and by the time I got to the highway, it was But they would go to dinner and then they had rec time, and after that was a wrap, unless they earned a privilege. But they did get to go outside because they were in a fenced area, so they would let them go outside. They had a garden, and one of the teachers stayed after with them, and they were growing fruit and stuff in the garden. They could do stuff like that, but just sitting on the unit playing games. Now they could play card games and stuff like that. They used to play card games and stuff or board games, but just watching TV or playing video games, that was limited. Now, the other facility where I was, they played. They was having tournaments and everything else. They couldn't wait to get out of school and get back to the unit. And they was, like I said, they was doing tournaments and stuff. Hey, Kenneth, hey, boo. So I think it depends on where you are. It depends on who's running it. Yep, depends on who's running it. Okay, we're at 150 people. So let me make this announcement because I'm not gonna be here long tonight, y'all. And I mean it to this. I know I say that, and then sometimes I'll be here, but I really mean it. I ain't gonna be here long. I ain't gonna be here long tonight. For a couple of reasons. Reason number one, I really, really, really want to finish ordering these Thanksgiving baskets, and I can see the light at the end of the time. I'm at the light. But so let me make this announcement. Then we're gonna talk about the Housewives. Let me make this announcement about the Thanksgiving turkeys. Look, hindsight is 2020. I'll know next time. I'll know how to move it next time. So here's what I'm running into, you guys. And this is anybody that sent me a name or an address. First of all, most of you guys should have gotten correspondence from me saying, hey, your dinners have been ordered. They should be delivered by such and such a date. Boom. This is what I need for future reference. If you have not already heard from me, if you sent me a name and I have not responded to you saying, hey, your dinner was ordered, this is what I need from you. I need you to let me know if the person that we're sending this to, if we could substitute a ham or chicken. They're running out of turkeys, y'all. Most of the orders have been coming from Aldi or Walmart, and they're running out of the turkeys because, they had the best prices. They're running out of those, for lack of a better word, the cheap turkeys or So today, Yes, it started yesterday, but it really was today. I was getting a lot of messages from Instacart shoppers basically saying the desserts are running out that I've chosen, the bread is running out that I'm chosen, and the turkeys. Man, I'm not pressed about the dessert. I told them long as there's a dessert, they could. So what I had to do was go back in and give them specific options, right? So I did that for the desserts. I did that for the bread. Because again, as long as it's dinner rolls, I don't care what kind of rolls they are. But for the turkey, I put in that it could either be, but I put in chicken or ham. I just don't want to offend people that don't eat pork. But for future reference, I'll remember that. That's another reason why I want to order the rest of the turkeys tonight, because they're running out of stuff. Okay, so just so you guys know, if you have not heard from me, just shoot me an email saying ham is fine, chicken is fine. Okay, that's that. Number 2, y'all. And I know for some of y'all are just nominating people you don't necessarily, not nominated, because there's no nomination. You're sending me information you may not necessarily know these people, their living situation. But if there's a security door, I need that information. If there's a, like one person called me today, it was in a gated, like the apartment building was like the whole complex was gated, and they were able to walk in. I did add a little something to their tip, but they were able to walk in, but some of y'all are not giving me people's apartment numbers. I literally, when I get off of here now, I got to go look for an apartment number because I couldn't find it when they were calling. That was why I was at work. I'm on the phone with Instacart trying to go through my emails to find this one address to find the apartment number. So please, you guys, I know that y'all are trying to surprise people, or you don't have all of the information, but please ask if their apartment numbers, or if there's a special way that people have to get in their building. The good thing is that a lot of these Instacart deliveries, the Instacart people, they know, and they're pretty savvy about figuring out ways of getting in places. I mean, it's not their first rodeo. Most of them know, that they got to be a little tricky sometimes about getting into the apartment buildings and stuff like that. But if they don't have an apartment number, it ain't a whole lot I can do. So one order in particular today, I had to reschedule a delivery because I couldn't find the original address. So I need to, when I get off of here, that's one of the things I need to do is dig through the emails and find this one address and try to find the apartment number. If not, I'm going to just cancel the order, and I'll email that person and say, hey, I was not able, please go back to that person and get the address. So if I can't find it, you'll be getting an email from me if I can't find it in the email. All right. There's that. So substitutions, I had to tell you guys about that. Addresses, I had to tell you guys about that. Them running out of stuff, I had to tell you guys about that. It was something else I wanted to tell y'all. It was something else. Cruz, if you still here, what was it? Because I've been looking at Cruz. I've been bending Cruz's ear about this. What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something else. Oh. If a delivery was made and there was no meat, I'm not going to stress myself about any of the substitution other than meat. If they did not get a meat, whether it's a turkey, a chicken, a ham, if they did not get a meat, let me know. And because there are 3 I already know of that I need to go back in and order another meat and get it delivered. One was yesterday, one was Monday, and one was today. So those 3, I'm going to get those. But if there any other, because again, the app will say everything that I ordered was delivered. But y'all know sometimes the Instacart, they get it wrong or they screw it up. So please let me know if there's an issue. Okay, please let me know if there's an issue. The person that reached out to me yesterday sent me a picture and showed me what was delivered. I guess so they were like, just so you know, I ain't making it up. They sent me the picture of what was delivered. So again, I know there are 3 at this point that I need to kind of double back around to. So if there was a meat missing, let me know. I'm not stressing myself over a can of beans missing or whatever. But if there was a meat, because the main thing is we want to make sure they have a meat, right? We want to make sure they have a meat. Dominique, you said, I wish I knew about this. We've been talking about these Thanksgiving baskets for 3 weeks. I'm sorry you didn't get it. I'm sorry. Yeah, we've been talking about this for 3 weeks. Yeah, and that's another reason why I wanted to start early, you guys. So before I went live, I did count up what was the baskets that are left, and then I should have wrote it down because now I forgot already. I think we have like 14 baskets left. I think we have like 14 baskets left. So my goal is to finish tonight. That's why I'm not staying on here long, so that I can get off of here. I got it almost down to a science, y'all. I'm rocking and rolling now. My only thing I'm nervous about now is my bank saying, what the fuck? That's the only thing I'm nervous about is my bank going, whoa, whoa, whoa. But I'm going to try to knock the rest of it out tonight. Okay. I believe that's everything I needed to add. Okay. If Cruz is here and she think of something I forgot or something like that, let me know. But I think that was pretty much everything I needed to add. All right, let's get into the rest of this, child. So I don't have much more to talk about. We're gonna talk about Portia and Mia and Wendy, honey. Portia and Mia and Wendy, child. These women, I can't. So Mia did exactly what I told y'all Mia was gonna do yesterday. Okay, Mia did exactly what I told y'all she was gonna do. Why she say that she had been corresponding with the owner of the condo, and they told her she could have the furniture, but she was going but she's gonna try to give it back now. Girl, don't try to give it back now. You told them people at the airport that you knew you had a warrant, which means you knew, even if you thought, which we know you were lying, but even if you thought you could keep that furniture, you knew you couldn't keep that furniture once that warrant was put out. Like, ma'am. And they said allegedly that was the condo that her and Ink were renting, and they moved out in the middle of the night. So I feel like they must have owed them people some rent, because don't nobody move out of nowhere in the middle of the night and pack up a whole condo in the middle of the night unless you owe some money and you worried about the people coming to get you. Don't nobody move out of nothing in the middle of the night, unless either A, there's like some sort of, like domestic type situation, or B, you owe them people some money. So you moved out in the middle of the night and you packed up the furniture and the TVs, ma'am. Mia, girl. Mia, girl. Girl, Mia. Right, like a thief in the night. Lord, I keep saying thief. Like a thief in the night. And then Mia talking about something. I've been emailing back and forth with the owner, and I want to bring it's in the storage unit. The furniture's in the storage unit. Well, if the furniture is in the storage unit, Mia, then you didn't need it. Why you packing up furniture just to put it in a storage unit, ma'am? Because now it makes me wonder, where you living now, Mia? Are you in a hotel or something? Are y'all staying at the America's Best, the monthly rates? Are y'all staying down to a monthly hotel? Because why you have to put the furniture in a storage unit? Because where did you move, girl? I mean, you might have moved into another furnished apartment or another furnished Airbnb or something, but then then why would you need the furniture? And Ink will you, sir? Do they have a warrant for Ink too, or just Mia? Because now they only have a warrant for Mia and not Ink. What that makes me feel like is that the shit was in Mia's name and not Ink's name. And if it's not in your name, Ink, you don't have no credit. And Ink, weren't you already living in Atlanta? Where were you living before you linked back up with Mia? You were already living in Atlanta, sir. You didn't have your own place already? You didn't have a house, apartment, condo, townhouse, duplex? You didn't have your own place? I mean, it's just so many questions. Like, Ink was already living in Atlanta. So where was he living before you moved to Atlanta, girl? Why is he moving in with you? And why are y'all moving out in the middle of the night like a thief in the night? I thought that man was gainfully employed. Now, man, we know you don't have no job. But we thought he did. Child, let me read this. You said she trying to bring Gordon in. Now, what Gordon got to do with it? Lord, let me go read this thing, child. Child, let me go read this. Because I read it. Let me read this thing here. TMZ probably got it. Let me see what TMZ is saying, child. Lord, somebody that fell off the carnival. Why y'all keep falling overboard? Do y'all know how many cruises I've been on and I have never come close to falling overboard? Why do y'all keep falling off these ships? What the fuck are y'all doing? How are y'all even getting close enough to fall off the ship? Anyway. Oh, did y'all hear about that girl that I think she was 17 years old and she was found unalived in her room, rolled up in a blanket under her bed? Baby, they said that the stepbrother is the suspect. She was on that cruise with her dad, her stepmom, and the kids. Baby, why her stepbrother is a suspect? That's sad. Mind you, the stepbrother slept in the room where her body was the whole night. So you knew that body was under the bed the whole night and you slept like a baby. See, that's some serial killer shit. If he did it, oh, that is some serial killer shit. Baby. So that's the only thing I hate. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Let me do it like this. Do it like that. Let me see. Okay, it says, according to the police and property owners' accounts, the alleged incident stems from an October 28th report in which the condo's owner said that Thornton and Jared McGriff vacated the unit in the middle of the night and removed multiple pieces of furniture and a television that belonged to the owner. The property manager filed a police report on November the 6th, which ultimately led to the warrant that resulted in her arrest on the 19th. It is being reported that Thornton was facing an eviction. What I tell y'all? Lawsuit tied to the same property ahead of the airport arrest. That eviction was filed on September the 11th. It says that they rented a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,000 square foot property, but failed to pay the rent. They demanded to be paid or be evicted. They owe $5,100. They owe plus another $6,000 per. Damn. Oh, wow. Child, they also said that Mia has an eviction from 2024 where she failed to pay $3,400 on a North Carolina property. Oh, wow. What's she blaming? What she say that? What she say? Where's she trying to bring Gordon into this? What she say about Gordon? Child. Mm. I don't know how she can blame Gordon for this one. I mean, other than she thought Gordon was gonna pay it, and Gordon said absolutely not. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Okay. I was just trying to see if I could find something about Gordon. I don't say anything. She doesn't have that Gordon was with her at the airport. Gordon was with her at the airport when she got arrested. Oh. She said Gordon had the storage room key. Why? Why would you? I mean, I hear what you're saying, baby. Why would Gordon have the storage room key? See? Gordon, leave that woman alone. She got you mixed up in all this fool la la. Why would he even have the storage key? And if you know you have a warrant for your arrest, girl, why are you leaving? Go handle your business. Child. Hey, Phil, what's up? I hate that YouTube is changing these names. I don't like it. I don't like them putting y'all's names up like that. I like the other way better. I hope y'all complaining. Y'all need to complain and tell them y'all don't like y'all names like this in the chat. Because I don't like it. I don't like it. Excuse me. Oh, she said it to the police officer. Oh, that was on the body cam. Child. Gordon somewhere going, how I get in it? So they might have a storage space down there, and maybe she put it in his storage space or something. I don't know, child. I don't know. Anyway. So that's the update that, as far as I know, on the Mia situation. Let's talk about this Portia. Oh, let's talk about Portia, and then we'll talk about Wendy. Let's talk about this Portia situation. Oh yeah, and this will probably be the last day. But if anybody wants to make any final donations to the Thanksgiving drive, my Cash App, as Don would call it, my Cash App, my Zelle, and my PayPal is posted. If y'all want to make any final donations to Thanksgiving, to the Thanksgiving baskets, any final donations, my information is posted. And like I said, I'm trying to order the rest of them today. So, Potomac was supposed to be one of the classiest franchises, but have the most people who went to jail. What kind of pressure are these housewives under? I don't know. I didn't know Potomac was supposed to be one of the classiest, but I mean, well, when we think about it, we've only had one person go to jail. We've had people be arrested, but Karen is the only one that's gone to jail. Wendy was arrested. Mia was arrested, but they ain't go to jail. But we know what the pressure they're under. The pressure they're under is to try to be fabulous on television and put on this air and present this lifestyle that a lot of them just are not living. I mean, that's just the reality of it. The reality of it is that a lot of them are trying to put a facade of a lifestyle that the rest of that most of them just are not really living. I mean, Jen Shah was stealing money from the elderly, to maintain this lifestyle, and that was even before the Housewives. She just wanted that lifestyle. Teresa Giudice living a lifestyle, trying to put on airs of this lifestyle. Karen, I think Karen had issues again before the show. I think Karen was a drinker. I think it just exasperated over years. It got worse and worse. But baby, you can go back to season 1 of Potomac and they were talking about Karen's drinking. Who else that went to jail, child? Let me go down the list, child. Who else that went to jail? Wendy again, keeping up with the Joneses. child, Erica Jane. But Erica, to be fair, well, no, I don't want to say to be fair, but Erica's situation is connected to her husband. But again, that lifestyle, trying to put on that lifestyle, trying to present a particular lifestyle. But most of the housewives that got caught up in legal issues, we've seen alcohol and we've seen money. I mean, I can't off the top of my head, I don't remember because y'all let me know if it's more that I'm not thinking of. But yeah. All right. So we've gotten both sides of the story of what allegedly happened to Portia on that plane. So the one part of the story that both women, so it was Portia and this white woman, okay? There's one part of the story that they can agree on. So I'm going to start with the part of the story that both women told. Both women told the story that Portia got on the plane, and when she sat down, she was on her Instagram and it was loud. Both women agreed. Both women agreed that Portia was on her phone. She didn't have on no AirPods. She didn't have on no headphones. She was scrolling her Instagram. It sounds like she was probably looking at stuff from BravoCon and that the volume was loud. Both women told that side of the story. Okay. Both women then said that the white woman, and I don't know the lady name, that's why I'm just going to call her the white woman, that the white woman said to Portia, am I going to have to listen to that the entire flight? Both women agreed that woman said that to Portia. Both women agreed that happened. Then Portia responded and said, I don't know. Do you want to? Both women agreed that was Portia's response. Okay? Both women agreed that was Portia's response. I don't know. Do you want to? The woman responded and said no. Both women agreed that the woman responded and said no. I mean, she might not have said no, but something along that, no. Something along the no. Both women agreed that. Okay? Okay? Both women then agreed that Portia responded and said, well, I think there was a nicer way for you to ask. Again, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact words, but both women agreed that Portia said to her, well, I feel like you could have asked nicer, or I feel like there was a nicer way you could have said that. Both women agree. I'm just trying to, because y'all know at a certain point, the story's going to go separate. So right now we're going down the middle of the road. We are going down the middle of the road. Now, Portia's version of the story is then that lady started cussing her out, calling her all kinds of names, and just being belligerent, right? Okay. The woman's side of the story is Portia threw her phone and, then I was fearful for my life. Girl, you wasn't in fear for your life. Y'all was on a fucking plane where ain't nobody had no damn weapon. Girl, calm down. Calm down. You were on a plane. Calm down. Here's what I find interesting. This started before they even fucking took off. They couldn't have switched them people's seats. They couldn't have, how long did this happen the whole flight? Now, this is what I'm going to say. And this the part, y'all ain't going to like what I'm getting ready to say. Y'all ain't going to like what I'm getting ready to say. Y'all ain't going to like it. Y'all ain't going to like it. No, I mean, I know they switched their seats. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I know they switched their seats, but I don't know. Portia started this shit. Portia was wrong. Portia was wrong. Y'all don't like it. Y'all might not like that. Let me explain to y'all. If I'm sitting in my seat and somebody gets on the plane and they sit down next to me and they have their phone turned all the way up, scrolling Instagram, I'm irritated instantly. I'm irritated instantly. Why don't you fucking have headphones on? And if you don't have headphones, why do you think I want to hear your phone? Now, granted, everybody's getting themselves settled. I mean, I've been on the phone before, like I'm on a flight and I'm on the phone right before we got to, having a last minute conversation right before I got to get off the phone. I mean, I get that part, right? I've been in that situation. But why? And the fact that Portia said it makes me feel like she didn't think she had done anything wrong. She was like, yeah, I mean, I was scrolling Instagram and my phone was loud. So you're not even gonna pretend like, most people, people like, well, I mean, I was listening, but it wasn't that loud. Portia was like, well, it was loud. It was turned up. Girl, what made you think everybody wanted to hear BravoCon on your phone? And I know you got headphones. You probably got some Bose headphones, some AirPods, something. You got something where you don't have to let the whole world hear your fucking phone. Now, the woman, by both of their account, the woman said that she said to her, am I going to have to listen to that the whole flight? Now, could the woman have delivered that line a little nicer? Sure. She could have said it differently. Sure. She could have said it differently. Absolutely. Absolutely. But Portia, you started that shit. Now, where it went left, I wasn't there, and I ain't about to sit here and try to decipher who I believe over the other. I feel like both of them probably behaved badly. Because Portia, I already know you behaved badly because you walked up on that damn plane with your Instagram turned all the way up. So you behave. I feel like you behave badly, and the white lady, could she have delivered her line a little nicer? Maybe. So I really feel like both of them behave badly, if I'm being honest. And I know a lot of people are trying to say, "Oh, she's a Karen and she's this and she's that." Listen, then y'all would have just had to call me a Karen because I'd have been irritated too. Now I probably would have gave her a few more minutes. I probably would have gave her because again, I don't know how long this went on, but I might have given her a little bit more time than what this lady gave her, but I'm absolutely going to say the same thing. I don't know what my words are going to be. I don't know if I'm going to say to her, do I have to listen to that the whole plane? I don't know if I'm going to have to listen to that. I don't know if I'm going to have to listen to that, but I know I'm going to say something. Okay. I was on a plane one time. Listen, when I went to the Commanders game, not last year, but the year before last, we went to LA and we went to the game and we were flying back the next day. We didn't fly back on Sunday. We flew back the next day, but our flight was late. I mean, it was an evening flight. And so we would look, the guy in front of me, he was literally in the seat right in front of me. He's watching the Monday Night Football game. And he don't have no headphones on. Now, granted, the majority of the plane was with our group, which means we football people. We all know each other. We're all cool. But it's an evening flight. The lights are out. The windows are closed. People are trying to sleep. And you are listening to the football game loud. Because in your mind, or in this guy's mind, he was like, well, we all football fans. I know y'all don't care about me listening to the game. Sir, if you don't find some fucking headphones, I know you better. And people complain. Now, they went to the flight attendant and said something. And then the flight attendant said something to him. But it wasn't the person sitting next to him that was complaining. It was other people. And she said, hey, sir, I need you to put some headphones on. Do you have some? I can get you some headphones if you need some. Like, now, as far as the lady talking about something, she was in fear for her life. Yeah, she was, again, putting 20 on 10. And, and she was extra. I mean, she definitely was extra. And she was definitely putting 20 on 10. She was definitely putting 20 on 10. But Portia, girl, you were wrong. You were wrong. But now the white lady, you was putting 20 on 10, talking about you was in fear for your life. And Now, I don't know if Portia threw her phone. Now, that part, that makes a difference in the story, too. Because, Portia, if you threw that lady phone, again, you was wrong. Now, if you threw that lady phone because she had the phone in your face or something, I can understand that reaction. But we're not going to sit here and act like we don't know that Portia got impulse control issues either. We're not going to sit here and act like that. The witnesses say she didn't do it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. That lady, I'm not taking her side. Well, I saw that a lot of the people sided with Portia. I did see that. And when I saw the white lady's interview, she did look like she was putting 20 on 10. She did look like she was putting 20 on 10. Excuse me, y'all. She did look like she was putting 20 on 10. Now, I ain't going to tell y'all she wasn't now. I ain't about to sit here and tell y'all that the white lady was all right and Portia was all wrong. I ain't saying that either. I am not saying that either. I'm just saying, Portia, you started that shit. You gave Karen an opportunity to be a Karen. Now, she might have been a Karen anyway. She might have been carrying and anyway. But you was wrong the way that whole situation started. I'd have said something to your ass too. Okay? I'm just calling a thing a thing. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm just gonna be, all I can do is be honest with y'all. Y'all know I gotta be honest with y'all. I agree. Tracy summed it up. There you go. Tracy summed it up. Tracy said, Portia started the issue. The white lady took it too far. There it is. That's a perfect way. That is perfect. See? Summed it up perfectly. That was a perfect way to sum it up. Portia started it. The white lady took it too far. Bam. Bam. Yeah, they were still boarding. They were still boarding. Yeah. So, hey, Miss French Kiss. Hi. So, yeah. So, that's my 2 cents on the Portia situation, child. That's my 2 cents on that. And honestly, I think it's a nothing burger. I don't think anything's going to happen to either one of those women. Like, I don't think they're going to be on a no-fly list. I don't think they're going to be banned from Delta or American or wherever they were flying. I don't think it's that deep. But, it was a thing. It was a thing. And there's certain protocol that has to be followed too. And when you're moving people's seats and you got people yelling and stuff like that, I mean, unless it's Meredith, Brittany, and Lisa Barlow on a flight and the whole first class works for Bravo. I mean, I guess that's the only exception. But anyway. So yeah. The white lady said the flight attendant saw everything. Well, then I need to hear the flight attendant's story. That's the story I want to hear then. I want to know, did Portia throw that lady phone? That's what I want to know. Because Portia, if you threw that lady phone, you was wrong. But anyway. All right. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I know you fucking lying. See, Instacart be tripping. Hold on, y'all. Not Instacart. The Instacart. Some of these Instacart shoppers be tripping. Hold on, because I know I didn't see what I just thought I saw. Hold on, y'all. I gotta check something real quick before I forget to check it. I just need to check this because I know good and damn well I didn't see what I thought I just saw. Damn it. I gotta go to my email and look, see that last message that I got. Hold on. Your Instacart order receipt. Hold on, let me look at this shit. Cause I know good and damn well. Hold on. This another one. This is another one that didn't get a turkey. Hold on, let me screenshot that. Yeah, they running out of turkeys, y'all. Damn, this is another one that didn't have a turkey. Yeah, I think I'm not even gonna order any more turkeys, y'all. I'm just gonna order chicken or hams. Cause here go another one that didn't get a turkey. Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I got the message and it said that the turkey was unavailable, and so the driver replaced it with gravy packets. What would make you think that a gravy packet would substitute for a turkey? What would a gravy packet? I could see if they said chicken wings, but a gravy packet? What the fuck? I'm like, so that's why I was like, I know I didn't see what I thought I just saw. But I just took a screenshot of both of these orders. And like I said, I will make sure you get a meat. If your order came or if your people's order came without a meat, I will make sure that you get a meat. I will make sure you get a meat. Okay. Child, let me get off here so I can finish ordering these damn turkeys. I mean, these daggone dinners, child. But I think I'm just going to switch to chicken because at this point, they're running out. And it seems like it's the Aldi's ones that are running out. So if it's an Aldi's order, I'm just not even going to fool with turkey. I'm just going to order chicken. I'm not going to fool with turkey. And if I order the chicken, I may add another starch or something, like add some dressing or something. Add something to it, add something to it. Right. Even if they had said, well, because I put on there. So what I did was the orders that I did today. So what happened was I didn't do the orders yesterday. I just put substitute for something comparable. The orders today, I was very specific. If they don't have this, then this is, you can choose up to 3. If they don't have this, then choose this, or this. I was very specific. So the ones from yesterday, like I said, I think we're up to 4 now. Once I've ordered all of the once I've ordered everything, then I'll double back and make sure that the people that didn't get a turkey get a meat. I'm gonna have to double back and do that. So yeah, maybe turkey wings or something like that. But I'll make sure they get a meat. Everybody will get a meat. It's just, it might not come at the same time. Oh, roast beef. I didn't think about roast beef. Yeah, roast beef is always an option. Yeah. 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 Roast beef, is an option. Furlough workers getting their paychecks and SNAP receipts getting their funds. Good. Good. What's up, JB? Hey, boo. All right. So real quick, let's talk about Wendy so I can finish out, finish ordering these baskets, baby, these dinners. So you guys, we talked about it earlier today that they've been pulling Wendy and her husband's financial records. Allegedly, it's being reported that they've had over 40 credit cards and even aliases. One alias allegedly is Eddie Hennessy. You wrong with the Eddie Hennessy. And the other alias allegedly, is Pam Oliver. Now, Wendy, y'all know y'all was wrong for using the Pam Oliver, okay? It was a man. Y'all know that was a man. Y'all know. And I'm sorry after I just complained about my coworker and his comments about women, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is what it is, child. It is what it is. You sent me the article. Now, Wendy has posted on her community wall, or her Instagram, not her community wall, her Instagram. Hold on, let me see what Tracy sent me. Right, this is the So Wendy has posted this statement. Hold on, let me put my other glasses on, child. Y'all know I got to read this small writing. From her attorney. From her attorney. And it reads as follows. Well, it's from Eddie and Wendy. It's from both of their legal team. Okay. At the outset, police failed to properly investigate the initial burglary despite clear indications of a break-in, displaying clear bias against the Osefo family. The Osefos heard nothing but silence from the police over 18 months despite complete cooperation and requests for updates. It is common knowledge that other Real Housewives cast members have also been victimized after documenting their travel on social media. And I think that's what y'all was... I think y'all be using that, but let me get back. Let me read what it says, honey. Yet none face this level of scrutiny or criminal charges. I mean, I know these lawyers just got to do their job, but girl, we believe it is deeply unjust for the sheriff's office and office of the state's attorney for Carroll County to publicly expose confidential financial information about Eddie and Wendy Osefo. What is most disturbing is that the state appears to have begun investigating only after charging the Osefos, which is a highly irregular approach that raises serious concerns about motive and fairness. This not... Okay. The public release of the family's private financial details serves no lawful purpose. It only invites conclusory opinions about the case. The state is obviously still investigating. The Osefos have never used an alias on any financial application. This allegation is false and misleading. Such names were used for the delivery of packages following their lawful purchase to safeguard the identity of very public figures. But why y'all have to use Pam Oliver, though? It is ironic for the state to assert or exaggerate the existence of any purported debt in connection with this accomplished professional couple. Due process is paramount to the administration of justice, and its breach by misleading the public with a false narrative has only compounded the harm. The defense is confident the court will prevent any further violation of the Osefos' right to a fair trial. So let me say this. I understand that the attorneys have to do their job. Child, now I gotta take these glasses back off because now... Now I couldn't read the child. Lord, I'm getting old. Life be lifing. I understand that the attorneys have to do their job. You know, whatever. But let's call a thing a thing. Wendy, first of all, you reported a burglary. The police, in their public statement, was very clear that from the very beginning, they didn't necessarily believe that it was a legitimate burglary, right? You said that there was radio silence from them even after months and months and months of them asking. Can we call a thing a thing? And I understand that you live in Carroll County where it doesn't have a very high crime rate, but can we call a thing a thing? The robbery of your house is not at the top of their priority list. Even if this was a legitimate robbery, even if this was a legitimate theft, baby, it is not at the top of their priority list to give you an update play-by-play of what they got going on when it comes to who stole from you. Ma'am, y'all didn't have nothing on y'all ring cam. So I don't know what y'all wanted them to do. Like, it's only but so much they could come up with. They didn't have nothing on their ring cam. And let's be clear. The way they came up with some of the evidence against you was them doing their investigation. Because they took the information that y'all gave them, i.e., luxury items, jewelry, purses, and they backtracked through the serial number. That's how they knew you returned some of that shit. The only way they would have known that you had taken some of that stuff back to the store, Osefos, is if they had traced the serial number and found out that Gucci wallet was back at Gucci. You see what I'm saying? You was giving them serial numbers to shit that you still had or you returned. So that was them investigating. Hello? Insurance fraud is a thing. They're going to always call the insurance company and find out what type of policy you had. What did the policy cover? When was it paid out? How fast did y'all put in a claim? Okay? So let's not sit here and act like the police were doing something so ridiculous. And are we going to forget that allegedly they got a whole email from your husband to you saying, look, our policy taps out at $250,000. So we need to find some more shit to add to this policy. Are we going to forget that allegedly they have your husband on audio talking to the insurance company, swearing under penalty of perjury that what he was saying was true and they found out it wasn't? Girl, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. The police said that when they climbed up on your roof and came into your bathroom, they tracked dirt and yet your bathroom was spotless. When they got there, your bathroom was spotless. How do people climb in the window, Wendy? So it does not sound to me like the police weren't doing their job. It sounds to me like the police did a damn good job, which is part of your problem. Now, I could be wrong. Y'all tell me, say, really be that? No. Them racist people down in Carroll County was in for the Osefos. But it doesn't seem like that to me. It doesn't seem like that to me. Now, again, I understand the lawyers have to lawyer. The lawyers have to do their jobs and the lawyers have to lawyer. And again, you said in your statement that the alias was misleading. Maybe it was a little misleading. Because if y'all were just putting names on packages being delivered to y'all house so that people would know this is where the Osefos lived, I could see that. I could see that being a misleading statement. But I noticed you didn't say nothing about y'all having 40 credit cards. You didn't say that was a lie. You didn't say you having 40 credit cards was a lie. Now, you having 40 credit cards doesn't mean that you're a thief. I get it. It don't mean you're a thief. We got that. Wendy girl, I feel like you're worried about the wrong shit. I mean, I know that your financial information coming out might be embarrassing, but I feel like you're worried about the wrong shit. Because again, hey Jay, what's up, boo? Because again, I don't think that that's unreasonable that when there's an investigation that certain information comes out. We see it happen all the time. Like we do this over here, okay? Over here to the Really Be TV, over here to the tribe, baby. We talk about celebrity news and gossip. And we always know that when there's law enforcement involved, we get the information. We find out stuff all the time. The police put stuff out all the time. Girl, you're not special. You're not different. You see in that article from TMZ with Mia, the police put in the police report that they was getting ready to get evicted. That was in the police report. I guess that was wrong. That the police shouldn't have put that information out about Mia maybe getting evicted, being up for eviction when she stole that allegedly stole that furniture. Like, come on now. Like, that's the type of shit. It's a financial crime. Information about your finances is going to come out, Wendy. And if you're mad about it now, wait till if you take this thing to trial, it's all coming out. Everything that's said in court is going to come out. Because don't let that court case be in the summertime because, baby, I'm going to be there. Montgomery County Courthouse, I'm there. Don't let it be when I'm off work. Hell, I'm moseying my ass right on down the road. And will. My former neighbors tried saying the house was broken into and only claimed $1,500 cash, shaking my head. See what I'm saying? I mean, not police. Insurance companies already don't want to pay. So they are, trust me, they looking every which way, up under every rock they can find, because they already don't want to pay out. Anyway. Yeah, that's all I have for today, you guys. This was supposed to be a short live. We were still here for an hour. If you came in late, just a quick recap. We talked a little bit about the Housewives and the mom in Chicago. The Thanksgiving baskets are going out. If you sent me a name, please make sure you gave me the apartment number, and if it's okay, I'm going to be probably substituting for the rest of the baskets that I order. I'm probably going to just be ordering whole chickens. And if I order a whole chicken, if the price, I may add like some stovetop stuffing or something like that, just to add something else to the basket. But yeah, just so you know, because they're running out of the turkeys. They're running out of, let me say this, they're running out of the cheap turkeys. They're running out of the smaller turkeys that were on sale. They're running out of those. So it'll probably be whole chickens, okay? Or ham. Like I said, ham is tricky because a lot of people don't eat pork. So it'll probably be turkeys. Chickens. Okay. All right. And again, I will make sure that everybody gets a meat. So if they didn't get a turkey delivered to them, they'll get some sort of meat delivered. I just have to double back once I want to get all of everything ordered initially first, and then I'll double back. I know I have at least 4. I think I need to double back and order a meat for. I think I have 4. But starting today, it shouldn't be a problem because I put in the substitutes. Okay. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Peace. Good night.